Hi there, Fartlekers. JP here for the second episode of After the Finish Line. They obviously liked me, so I'm back again with my velvet blazer to dissect the episode this week with Ana Chaplin. So today we'll be talking about Ana's chat with Rob, with my guest today, Karin. And if you enjoy it, remember to thumbs up, subscribe, and press that notification bell. So next time we upload a YouTube video, you get notified. So, Karin, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, thanks. How are you, Jack?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. So really thank you for coming on today. I know it's a bit nerve-wracking. I get nervous still, but very thankful for you coming on today. So firstly, I think the main thing I took out of the podcast this week was Nick came on the show, and he was a volunteer at Junior Park Run. Obviously, it's lovely to see the kids coming back, but I mean, I'm desperate to get back myself. I feel a little bit jealous seeing that some children I know, because I'm a cub leader, some of them are going back and doing Junior Park Run, and I can't even run myself. So I'm desperate for Park Run to come back. I don't know about you. I know you did a couple before lockdown all started. I mean, a blooming year ago now, but I'm eager to get back. I don't know about you. What did you think of Park Run when you sort of started doing it last
definitely.
year?
Well, yeah, I was definitely late to the party with Parkrun. I think I've maybe done 3 or 4 just before lockdown last year, and all in the same place as well. So I can't wait for it to come back and hopefully do a bit of kind of tourism as well, and get around some different park runs. But I know Junior Park Run has started, as you said, in England. In Scotland, we've not got any park runs yet. Our restrictions aren't allowing that yet. So who knows when that'll come back. We'll see. But yeah, I know what you mean about being jealous about the kids, and then if you guys go back, I'll be very jealous. I might just hop down to England to get a park run in.
Yeah, just sneak over the border to get it. But I mean, I'm all fingers crossed for it to come back, and like you said, hopefully do a bit of tourism. I know I want to meet so many people who I've met from the Instagram community and run with them at Park Run, so hopefully we can get back to that. And I think on the topic of traveling a little bit, I know Statman John this week took himself over to France from, where was he? He was in Australia or something.
He was in Perth, wasn't he?
Yeah, he popped all the way back to France. I don't know why. It's a long way to travel. But I mean, apparently he delivered 38 ladybird eggs. I don't know how you feel about that. I don't know if it's actually possible, but I think he's lost it a bit, hasn't he?
Well, I don't know anything about ladybirds and eggs and things, but he certainly seems to be very keen on his insects and his birds, doesn't he?
True, he does. He loves the wildlife, I think.
Yeah, he does. He's certainly a friend to them. But yeah, you see, it does seem to be getting more extreme, but I'm inclined to believe him. I don't know why, like Rob was saying that he was lying. I don't think that's true. I think
that's ludicrous. Statman would never lie to us, to be honest.
No, I know, exactly.
So back onto the sort of running theme. So I'll throw a little would you rather at you. Would you rather only run the same 4-mile route twice a week for the rest of your life, or have to do a marathon every single week for the rest of your life?
I would probably do a marathon every week.
Yeah.
I can't see lockdown I'm so fed up of running the same routes all the time, and the same 4 miles twice a week would just it would drive me nuts.
Yeah, I was thinking even like when it came to races or something, you wouldn't be able to, because you'll only be able to run your 4 mile. I mean, it's never going to happen. You're never going to be restricted to just a 4-mile loop twice a week. But I think I'm with you there. Do the marathon. Even you could just like walk the marathon. You don't have to run it. So
exactly.
Onto the chat that Rob had this week. We had Ana Chaplin on. I met Ana. I was fortunate enough to meet her last year when lockdown restrictions eased a bit, and she's a lovely lady. And she spoke a bit about the marathon and the determination around it. When she was doing her marathon, she was really struggling. She thought about calling up and asking to have a lift back, but she stuck with it and got through it. And I know you yourself, you did your first marathon last year, didn't you? Which was the virtual London Marathon event. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. I thought it was really good that Ana mentioned that, actually, because it's so hard, and I think you get to the finish line and you forget how difficult it actually is. So the fact that she had that story and shared that story just shows that I think everybody gets in that boat, really. The virtual London Marathon, I found really difficult. I struggled a lot after kind of 18 miles. I could have easily phoned up somebody, my mum, and to come and get me because it was awful.
I mean, I totally agree. And yours was a virtual one. So in a race, you've got the support all around you and the other runners to sort of keep going. But I mean, the only sort of virtual thing I've done is I did a virtual half marathon. And I mean, I found that tough because it's probably a lot easier to pull out of a virtual event than a race. So the fact that you kept your determination to keep going then is sort of amazing, really.
Yeah, well, there was no way I was giving up on it, but
you had to get it done.
Yeah, definitely.
And then obviously Anna, from being a marathon runner where she had to really push to get through it, she's then gone on to do ultra marathons, and I know she's got a couple more this year. She's got a crazy one in Florida later this year, which is a cycle, kayak and run. But I know yourself, you're looking at a couple of ultra marathons. I know you've got one later this year. Do you think, did you sign up to that ultra before the marathon, or did you do the marathon and sort of get that taste of the endurance and then go, oh yeah, actually I'm going to push myself that little bit further to do an ultra?
I can't really remember, to be honest. I didn't have signed up to the ultra by myself. I think it's a group of girls are doing it. So it's kind of a bit under the guise of a girls' weekend away.
Yeah.
It's a bit mad to run an ultra as a girls' weekend away, but I can't remember. But I think it's a completely different thing, because the ultras from, it's going to be a lot more sociable and other people about, and it's just about that and having fun. But what I was surprised at Anna, she just made it sound so easy, and she was saying like I was thinking, she thought it was a breeze doing your ultra as compared to the marathon, which sounds a bit mad, but kind of makes sense, I guess, because it's a completely different atmosphere from what I understand.
Yeah, she did. I mean, she's incredible what she's done, but I think with the ultra, like you said, it can be a bit more of a social thing. I think with ultras, I've always thought is a lot more about finishing. I know marathon, it is a lot to get to the finish line, but I feel like ultras, it's such an achievement in itself of just finishing. It's that extra step. I think I saw a stat, only 1% of the world population have ever done a marathon or something. So if you think an ultra marathon is crazy, and I think just the word ultra marathon to me is a bit more special. I've done a couple myself and I'm falling in love with them now. I think, I mean, obviously I'll go back to the marathon distance, but I think ultra marathon running for me, it's more fun. You get food stations, which is always exciting. But yeah, I mean, best of luck to yours. I know I'm going to come along and watch a bit of it because it's only down the road from me. So hopefully I'll be able to meet up with a couple of you, and then I'll show you the cocktail bars of Brighton.
Oh yeah, that's the main thing. That's the main reason I'm going to Brighton, really. That's
the whole point of it. It's a great night out. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. If any of you want to follow Karin on Instagram, it's Positive Lassie. So just give her a little search, and I mean, we'll link it down in the bio of this video. With the chat about Anna, we're going to head over to Rob for some exclusive content, the quickfire questions that we normally have. So take it away, Rob.
Thank you, Jack, and I hope everyone's enjoying this second episode of After the Finish Line. And I also hope that you really enjoyed as much as I did the chat we had with Anna on this week's podcast episode. But as an extra special bonus, Anna's back with me, and we're going to be hitting her with some quick fire questions. Anna, how are we doing? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. You all right?
I am indeed. Are you ready for some tough questions about running?
Bring them on. Bring it on.
Let's do it. Okay, first one. What is your all-time favourite race?
I'm going to have to say probably Chicago for the atmosphere, international race, and also a PB marathon for me.
Yeah, add everything by the sounds of it. Okay, probably a little bit closer to home then. What's your favourite parkrun course?
Haven't actually done that too many. I'd probably say my favourite one, I'm going to go international again, and it was my first one, was actually Berlin. Okay. It was a lovely, friendly park run. I'm not going to pronounce what it's called because I've got no idea how to pronounce it, but the one in Berlin, I'd probably say.
Wonderful. Okay, then what about your go-to pre-race meal? What do you make sure you carb up on night before a race?
Oh, it's got to be a good bowl of spaghetti bolognese with a huge side of garlic bread.
Good. It seems to be every time we do one of these, it's pizza or pasta. That's the debate. Pizza or pasta. You're in the pasta.
It is.
Yeah. Okay, nice one. Okay, so what is the one piece of running kit that you could not live without?
Does my dog count?
Yes.
Does Franco count?
Franco,
He's an essential part of my running kit.
We will take that. We will take Franco for the win. Okay, then. Do you prefer running in the morning or running at night?
I'd say probably in the morning. Gets out of the way. It sets you up for the day, I think.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. And how about this? How about running in the blistering heat or the pouring down rain?
Oh, I actually quite like running in the rain. There's something quite liberating and fresh about running in the rain.
Yeah, agreed.
Definitely. Nice.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one as well. Okay, how about this then? What is your pump up race song? What's that one tune at the start line that just gets you ready to go?
It's going to be any Queen song, but the ultimate all-time favourite, Don't Stop Me Now.
Oh yes, good choice. Yeah, Queen are pretty good for getting the blood flowing, aren't they?
Oh, okay. Definitely.
Last question then. Last one's a bit of a thinker. What is the one piece of advice that you would give to a new runner?
So I personally, if somebody told me this, so I would say to not worry about times and concentrate on yourself and not what anybody else is doing.
I think that's very, very good advice. So, Anna, thank you so much for your time.
Thank
if
you.
You've not checked out this episode yet, you need to go back, listen to it, hear everything else that Anna's got to say. But for now, it's back to you, Jack.
So there you go. Anything you didn't know about Anna, I'm sure you know now. And again, with the pizza pasta thing, Anna's on the pasta boat. I'm still on the pizza boat with Simon. So we're going to have to see what our next week's guest says. And on that, our next week's guest is Amrit Katura. Rob will be speaking to him on the podcast that goes out on the Thursday. And then I'll be chatting to one of our Fartlek family to dissect the episodes again and see what we thought about it. And again, seeing where Statman John is. So if this show has whet your appetite, remember you can get our podcast on Spotify, Google, Apple, or wherever you get your podcast from. All links will be down in the description below. And if you like this show, please like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and press the notification bell, because any videos we put out on our YouTube channel, you'll be notified first. And remember, everything that is on this YouTube channel is exclusive. You won't get it anywhere else. So please make sure you're subscribed. And I will be back next week to dissect the episode with another member of the Fartlek family with my velvet blazer and all, and chatting to you after the finish line. Thank you.